Hello again. Mike and Candy Apple's divorce is almost complete. However, there are some things that still need to be done before the divorce will be final. Often one of those things is having the final hearing before the family court judge.
All rise. Madison Family Court is now in session. Honorable Judge Jeannie Lowe presiding. The court is now commenced. You may be seated.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Right, we are here in the matter of Candy Apple versus Mac Apple. Both parties are present with counsel, and we are scheduled for an uncontested final hearing, divorce hearing. Are both parties ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. Right, and have you prepared findings of fact, conclusions of law, and a decree of dissolution?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
Right, and do you have attached to it a child support worksheet?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did these parties enter into a separation agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if you all would hand that information to the bailiff, please. Ms. Kelly, are you ready to present your proof? Ms. Apple, I need to swear you in. If you would raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Thank you, Your Honor. Mrs. Apple, what is the date of your marriage to Mr. Apple?
March 1st, 1997.
And where were you married?
Here in Richmond, Kentucky.
How old are you and Mr. Apple?
I'm 30, Mac is 32.
And what are your occupations?
He is the vice president of the Green Valley Farms Company. I am a part-time graphic artist also working at Green Valley Farms.
And what are your current addresses?
I am living in the marital home at 345 Orchard Lane in Richmond, Kentucky. Mac is living at the Lake Cumberland cabin at 101 Lakeview Road in Jamestown, Kentucky.
And have either you or Mr. Apple had any previous marriages?
No, this is, or was, a first marriage for both of us.
At the time of this action commenced, had you resided in the state for 180 days next preceding the filing of this petition?
Yes, both Mac and I have lived in Kentucky all of our lives.
And are either you or Mr. Apple in military service?
No, ma'am.
Are you and Mr. Apple separated? And if so, what was the date of your separation?
Yes, we are separated. We separated on January 2nd, 2008.
And have you then lived separate and apart for at least 60 days?
Yes.
Have you and Mr. Apple entered into a written separation and property settlement agreement?
Yes.
And is that agreement unconscionable?
No.
Please tell us the names, ages, and addresses of your and Mr. Apple's children.
Jonathan Apple is 10 and Priscilla Apple is 6. They are both currently living with me at 345 Orchard Lane in Richmond.
And Mrs. Apple, are you currently pregnant?
No.
Have you and Mr. Apple reached an agreement on provisions for child custody, child support, and visitation in your written separation and property settlement agreement?
Yes, we have.
And have you and Mr. Apple reached agreement on provisions for division of marital property and spousal maintenance in your written separation and property settlement agreement?
Yes.
Mr. Rose, do you have any further questions?
No, Your Honor.
Right, it looks like everything is in order. Your findings of fact and decree will be signed today and entered in the record, and we forward a copy to both attorneys, and that concludes our matter. You all are free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your assignment will be to prepare several documents. The documents include the worksheet for monthly child support obligation, the uniform child support order, the findings of fact and conclusions of law, the decree of dissolution, and the certificate of divorce. You will work with a group of your classmates on this assignment, since paralegals often work within groups or teams in a law office. I will assign the group members and a group leader for each group. I will also set up the group's program on our Blackboard site so that you may communicate more efficiently with your group or team members. Before beginning this assignment, be sure to read the Working in Groups sheet and the Final Divorce Documents Assignment Direction sheet located on our course Blackboard site. Be sure to make copies of these sheets before beginning this assignment. I hope that you all have enjoyed working on this portion of our family law course.